pause, back, pause, forward, pause, back, pause, forward, pause, back, pause. 5, 6, ready, right turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Remember, you're still pushing off on the way back too, because I saw some of this just now. 1, 2, 3, 5. Now, if you feel like I'm calling you out, it's just because you gave me bad flashbacks to myself. Alright? Everything y'all do wrong today, I did it too. I've been there. Forward, together, right turn. Forward, together, back, together. Forward, together, right turn. Forward, together, back, together. Forward, together, back, together. Forward, together, right turn. Beautiful job, y'all. Good, 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 good. 5, 6, 7. Now, think about, y'all ever seen, I don't know what it's called, but like, alright, cool. Let me have y'all part that real quick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Now, y'all remember in math class, them little metal balls that kind of go ting, ting? Yeah. Think of that, alright? Now, what I don't want y'all to do, because I had somebody do this once. 5, 6, 7. Your height will not change with this. So that means you might have to get a little low to the ground, and that just kind of goes here. Like you should be able to just do this. So variation 1 is that 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. All right. So of course you would 1, 2, 3 afterwards. You can actually take that. This is variation 2. And just mesh that into that adjustment. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So you really just kind of take your leg, just kind of draw a little half circle like this. Okay, really like a fourth of a circle, because you're just taking from here and just sliding it over here. And again, you kind of have to squat a little bit to do that, because I tried doing that with standing up, and you end up doing, and that's not bad. If you mean to do that, do it. I'm just saying, if you intend to do this, you can't do that tall, or standing straight up rather, all right?
Unless you're doing jobs.
Yeah. All right, last variation. We're going to use that 8, all right? Remember we use that 8 to pause? We're still pausing, and we're still not stepping on 8, but 5, 6, 7, and you're just going to do 8. Now, it looks like you did this, but if you just do it real quick, the quickness of that, and if you got baggy pants, it makes it look even bigger. But it's just one little 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. You're just giving just a little peek. You ain't giving everything, right? So I'm not going to call those out. That's just if you decide to do those, all right? Because that's a mouthful to say flare and do your knees, and yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. Just do whatever one you decide to do. Or if you don't decide to do that at all, that's fine too. You're still going to be on time with everybody else. Even if you don't do it at all, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You're still going to be going forward at the same time everybody else is, right? Music? Yeah. 5, 6, ready, basic. 1. Slide step. 1. Forward, together, back, together. Forward, together, back, together. Forward, back, forward. Slide step. 1. 1. Slide step. 1. 1. 1. And also the vocals. So what they're singing. Y'all catching it? Okay. So what I taught y'all earlier with the numbers, that's the structure of it, right? So if you, like I love my Latin people to death, but some of them will try to tell you, oh, don't count. Don't go and take formal classes. It's just going to make you robotic. It's going to make you stiff. You're going to not have any flavor. Now, that works if you've since been in the womb listened to Latin music. You've been doing it at every family outing, and every time you go out, you see your mom, your dad, Tia, Tio doing it. Now, if you like me and you didn't have that luxury, just feel it doesn't work. That makes sense? I do believe in feeling it, but I don't believe in just feel it, because you got to have that structure too. But yeah, so that structure, that's like your bones, right? And that flavor, that's like the muscles in the skin and everything else. You don't want structure and no flesh on it, right? Because that's what makes you look robotic. To their credit, they see a lot of people that take a formal class like this, and the instructor doesn't teach them how to put their own flavor on top of it. So that's why they believe that. So I don't discredit that, but I'm just like, don't go so far in this other direction that you forget the structure. But you also don't want so much flavor, your body with no skeleton. That ain't gonna work, right? Cool. But so what I just showed y'all was how to put some flavor on it, how to put some what we call musicality on it. Now that's just a small taste of it. It's a whole big old world that I ain't got time to go into. But that's just a little taste of that. So we were doing what the music was telling us to do. We were making, if a deaf person walks in here, they should see what the music looks like with what we're doing. That makes sense? So if they couldn't hear that, I forget what the words was, but if they couldn't hear that, this would show them that was happening in the song. Hold on. So I want to show you guys first how to actually lead and follow. Because I can show y'all moves all day, but I don't want y'all leaving out of here like, okay, how does this actually work? If I didn't show y'all any moves at all, and I showed y'all how to actually lead and follow, you could actually make up your own moves and it would work. All right. If I just show you a choreographed move, that does y'all no good. All right. Because you dance with somebody else and they didn't learn that choreographed move. Yeah, that be happening. I see, because like if you go to regular class, of course they're going to be like men and women. I see women all the time, and they get flustered on the dance floor like, you're not doing that combo that guy taught. I wasn't in his class. So yeah, we'll dig into all of that. So leads, raise your right hand for me, the hand that's closest to me right now. Okay, cool. Right behind your partner's left, that's your left, right? Okay. Teachers mess up too. All right, so just like this. Notice there is no gap between our arms, right? Now, because her shoulder blade is not down here. I see that all the time. This is not shoulder blade. All right, so notice how I didn't tell you where I was going, right? You're not telepathic, right? All right, check this out. Followers, raise your hand if you have never danced salsa before today. Can I borrow you for a moment? Me? Mm-hmm. Check it out. Same thing. So there's no gap here. Now I'm not telling you where we're going, verbally, right? But yet you're going wherever I want you to go, right? How is that working?
Because you got rhythm, girl.
Right, we are connected, right? Now if I go, I promise you I'm not trying to get slipped. So if I'm here and then she's up here, because some ladies do that. Yeah. It didn't work. I mean, she came with me, but more like because I was dragging her, she's like, right? If we are connection is not just because we have contact. Connection means we are. Well, I actually haven't gotten into that. My bad. But yes, that was beautiful. Thank you. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is my right arm. I'm going to push up slightly on my arm. Right. Now I'm not gonna do this. I'm pushing up with the intent to get a reaction. All right. So followers, when you feel your partner push up, you give them the same thing back. So she's going to push down against my arm. All right. However much I give her, she's going to give me. All right. So that keeps us from sliding apart. Because if we're just in contact, but I move, y'all see that? If we're in contact and I just move, she was just dodging me. She wasn't really following me. So I have to establish that connection first. I'm doing the same thing with my hand. I'm pushing against her shoulder blade a little bit. She's pushing back against it. So wherever I go, wherever my body goes, she goes. Exaggerating at all. Nope. No. Now, it looks like I can't dance, right? You're so I'm not expecting everything I just did, but what I am expecting from y'all is to be able to dance and be respectful of the people around you. There are many people who are even better than us who are going to get their moves in tonight. They don't care what they bump into, right? They're going to get their moves in tonight. But y'all ain't going to do that, right? Y'all students don't do that, right? Okay.
Imagine, he was like...
Space out as much as you can and just squeeze in. Actually, yeah, y'all move this, because there's a little room here. Y'all move this way just a little bit. Everybody move this way a little bit and squeeze in. With that said, we're going to try our basics, all right? From this point on, when we actually do the moves, leads, you're the only ones listening to me, all right? Leads, Leads, you only go on my voice. Follows, no matter how loud my voice is, you don't go when I say go. You go, you do whatever your lead convinced you to do. If it's not what I said, it's still right because that. Hold on, y'all. If it's not what I said, it's still right because you did what they convinced you to do. That makes sense? All right. 5, 6, ready, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, and stop. Leads, rotate, 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 rotate.
Nah, go ahead.
5, 6, crossbody lead. 1. 1. 1. Right turn. 1. Right turn. 1. I'm going to show y'all what this looks like. Now keep in mind again, this is just good leading, good following. We have not danced since the last time. Since last year. So yeah, all improv, no choreography. And now we're shooting hard.
So inhale all that heat coming out right now.
Vamos.
It's your one and only Mix. It seems like just the other day that we love. I was driving, you was walking, and I took you up. From that moment on, I knew you were the one. Yeah, I was sick when you was lonely, and we found love. We would sit and talk for hours about anything. Baby, you hang up, no, you hang up on me. I brought you in my picture and I gave you everything. Always be my baby. How you gonna up and leave me now? How you gonna act like that? How you gonna change it up? We just finished making up. How you gonna act like that? How you gonna act like we only make love? You know we be tearing it up. How you gonna trip? How you gonna act like that? Girl, I never